Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of You, Me, and He, a podcast you probably listen to on your iPod Nano. Everybody knows it's for girls. I'm your host, Rob Lambert, and I'm joined by my co-host.
This is Josh Frankenstein.
Drew Carroll.
They're nice. Okay,
Very nice.
I mean, you have to do a Borat impression at least once, right?
Yeah. No, that was perfect, dude. That
we
was
went
great.
21 episodes without a Borat, at least.
Yeah.
I'm just going to drop it here and we'll call it good. We're done. We hit our
I
quota.
think that was the right time. Wait.
Are you saying we're done with it?
Dude.
That's the only one? Ever? Dude, that's
It's
such a great
nice.
movie.
We'll see. Hey, tonight we want to get into an awesome topic. We're going to be talking about our best guilty pleasure TV dramas.
That's right.
We're also going to talk about an awesome listener question that came to us from Joey Pancakes via Facebook, asking what was the best media representation of Sasquatch. We're going to get there. It's going to be awesome. But before we do, fellas, I have to tell you, this week I walked into my local coffee shop and it was almost like looking into a mirror of what could have been. I saw a guy that was the next echelon of nerd, that if things hadn't, maybe if I had never met you guys, this is what I would have become.
Hey, I feel honored by that, man.
Yeah, dude.
Actually, yeah.
So
If only there was a couple other people in our life we could have caught sooner.
yeah, for real.
on the reverse side of that, I do believe that there are a few parents out there who blame us for how their children turn.
That is true.
Sure. There's definitely those. Let's move on from that.
Hey, dude, it's all about balance. You win some, you lose some. What can I say?
Yeah.
Anyways.
That's life. Successes and failures.
Yeah. So I walk in, and sitting in the corner booth, all the way in the back of the coffee shop, I don't think he had ordered anything. Let me make that clear. He was just taking up space. But he had not one, but two tablets on the table, and an open laptop, and a cell phone.
Wow.
All of them concurrently running Clash of Clans.
No.
I don't know if you've ever seen like a virtuoso like keyboard player, but that's kind of what he looked like as he was just tapping all these different screens around the table at one time.
Wow.
So I'm pretty sure that I was
By the
going to
way,
walk up to
that
him.
was not an impressive wow. That was a
No. I play that game and it moves very slow. Like I've been playing it for 6 months and I'm barely like a level 10, dude. I'm sure.
Dude, so I was going to go up and introduce myself because I'm pretty sure, I mean, this is like the guy at the top of the leaderboard, right? I mean, this is like the champion of Clash of Clans. He's got to be. I was just too intimidated, dude. That was a nerd factor that I couldn't engage with. So,
Dude,
you're starstruck by the
I was, dude.
Well,
I
dude,
was a
the
little
thing
bit.
is-
It's like that moment where you're kind of starstruck, but you're also just like really sad.
dude. Yeah, the weird thing about it is that game's not that cool. I mean, I play it, dude, but it's like I play it when I'm at the DMV or I play it,
on the John.
Yeah, dude.
On the
Like I'm driving a tractor. Okay, I'm playing that, because it's just.
So that's what happened to those
But
lines.
then, dude, you can only play for like 10 minutes, and then you're like, okay, all my builders are building stuff. I can't really do it. I just wait for someone to attack me, I guess.
kind of like how you used to play SimCity too.
Why do
you know?
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
There's a waiting process.
you just waited for that tornado to show up. This is boring now.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
And then you learned you could type in porn tips Guizardo and get unlimited money, and you're like, all right, let's do it.
Yeah, dude. So I don't know why you need 4 screens. That seems a little excessive, dude.
Very much
dude.
so.
All I have to say is, there's a saying out there, never meet your heroes, and I think it's true. So anyways.
I don't know what's worse, the irony of meeting your hero or who your hero actually was.
It was a joke.
Really just had an epiphany about my whole life.
Oh man, the lesson here, kids, is if you play Clash of Clans long enough, you will eventually be somebody's hero, I think is what I'm saying. So anyways, Josh, how you doing?
I am doing well. So this week I went to a baseball game. Okay, baseball game. Baseball game's so much fun, man. I don't care if someone's a fan of baseball. Baseball game's just fun. You go to
Peanuts
the
and Cracker
ballpark.
Jacks.
That's right. That's right.
Love it.
You go to the ballpark, you have a few beers, you have a hot dog, you have peanuts and Cracker Jacks, and there's lots of entertainment. You know what's even better? Minor league baseball games, because the entertainment is very localized.
Yes.
And they have to throw out a lot of gimmicks to try and keep people coming through the gates. It's not like professionals, So our local AAA team, the Fresno Grizzlies, they have 2 mascots. The main one represents 99% of the time. His name is Parker, and he is a bear. Parker the bear. Because they're the Fresno Grizzlies.
Because they're Grizzlies.
Yeah, he's a Grizzly, right? The second mascot is starting to represent more often than it should. But because tacos are such a popular thing in Fresno.
Wait, because of taco truck stuff.
Yeah, because they have Taco Truck Throwdown, and they have Taco Tuesdays and everything else. And on Taco Truck Throwdown night, which I think is in June this year, they actually play as the Fresno Tacos.
What?
Yeah, like the uniforms are green and yellow, and they play as the Tacos. They are the Fresno Tacos. They got a taco on the hat.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
so
did they run that by the Houston Astros, who actually own them?
I don't even know, man.
Gosh.
It's just the worst thing in the world. The sad thing is, I took my son into the team store, like when we were at the stadium, and of all the gear that's in there that anyone could ever want, he wanted the green taco hat.
Sure,
that was the hat that he wanted.
Why not?
He wanted the green taco hat.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, man, this is so bad. Anyway, the point that I'm trying to make. The second mascot that they have is a taco, and his name is Cilantro Gomez. That's what they named him, Cilantro Gomez. Okay,
that is so good.
Yeah,
dude.
so we got the Fresno Tacos. The mascot's name is Cilantro Gomez, and one of the things that they did,
dude, they're gonna have to change that.
I know,
they can't
He
keep
couldn't
that.
just be cilantro. They had to put Gomez.
One
on
of the
end.
gimmicks, dude, was this was fantastic. It was the taco chase, like in between innings. So what they did was they send Cilantro Gomez out onto the field, and he gets a head start. And then 30 kids chase him down.
Oh my god!
Right. So I think they had the JV team there this day instead of a bunch of 5-year-olds, because they caught up with him quick. So he's like trying to zigzag and jag and get out of the way, and all of a sudden you see Cilantro run for the center field fence just to get out, and just as he's about to run through the gate, Cilantro just falls right on his face.
Oh, man. And it's like a 16-year-old kid in there.
Oh, dude, it's the best.
Beef just went everywhere. Just like all okay,
my shell.
I made that part up. Anyway, dude. But after I watched all this, and I was laughing hard, dude. It probably helped that I had like 2 beers. But I started thinking, I was like, what other ridiculous mascots exist in the world?
I can only imagine.
So like I went and Googled it, and I looked for worst mascots, and here's a list, starting with number 1, University of California, Santa Cruz, banana slugs.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Why not? Yeah,
for sure.
We want something that doesn't leave a carbon footprint.
Yeah. We're gonna and we will post these photos, or we'll post the link so you can go look at them and see some of these mascots, because they're freaking hilarious. Like, this is the banana slug mascot.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
It looks like a weird mutated Ninja Turtle. Oh, okay, they're already mutated.
Yeah, it's really, really odd. Just really
my
odd.
gosh.
Okay, so that was
That's
number
awesome.
1. Number 2, the London Olympics, and this is what the description was. These one-eyed weirdos are Winlock and Mandeville. They look like friends of the Teletubbies. Like,
Oh my gosh.
it's just like they don't make any sense, man.
That is
like,
so brutal.
It just looks like like a rainbow in the background. There are these weird aliens that are
Cyclops,
just
dude.
Cyclops. I mean, so Rob
Yeah.
loves them, obviously.
Those
yeah.
are my favorite, dude. Don't you dare talk
it's
about
hilarious. Like all these things that exist. There's this one that represented the 2006 World Cup, number 5. It's a lion holding a soccer ball. The soccer ball actually has a face, and their names are Galeo and Pie. I think that's how you pronounce it. They were mascots for the 06 World Cup. This would have been fine if the lion wasn't holding a rose. What's up with that?
Dude.
It's a lion holding a soccer ball with a face talking to it. He's got a rose in his
Is it a
hand.
lion? Because it almost looks like Alf.
Yeah, dude, it almost does look like Alf.
And he's
so
proposing
funny.
to the ball.
It's just hilarious, man. Here is the one that I thought was the best, Evergreen State's gooey duck. Do you guys know what a gooey duck is?
No.
Oh my gosh, you need to go Google gooey duck. Mike Rowe actually did an episode of this on Dirty Jobs of what a gooey duck is. Basically, it's a life form that lives in the tides, but the shallow tides of the California coast. And
my God. I just Googled it. Their mascot is basically a huge wiener.
Dang it, Rob,
What are
you
they
took it away
doing?
from me.
I'm sorry. It took me by surprise.
Gooey duck.
Yeah, Evergreen State's gooey duck.
Kick him in
you
the gooey
spell it
ducks.
Geo though.
Yeah, I
G-E-O,
just-
gooey duck. It resides in the ocean.
Hashtag don't Google it.
It's got a shell, and at certain points of the day, I can't remember what points of the day, it actually grows. And I'm told that it can get in excess of 6 feet tall.
Oh, dear.
Just stands erect out of the sand.
My God.
Interesting word choice.
So yeah, dude, I was laughing because after I saw Cilantro Gomez almost take a dive, I was like, what other ridiculous mascots are out there? And there are some great ones. I thought it was hilarious. I wanted to share it with all of the listeners and you guys, and I thought I would. So I sure got a big laugh out of it.
Yeah, interesting.
So yeah, and
Well
Rob,
done.
we'll have to make sure to post that article specifically, on
Yes.
on our Facebook. Drew, how was your week, bro?
It was not like that one.
Dude, not very gooey ducky.
No. Now for the main event, what I know Rob's going to be excited to hear about right now.
Dude, talk to me.
I had my eyes open wide this week. I was talking to one of my buddies this last week about how ridiculous I thought wrestling was, right?
Okay.
And he pulls up this clip, and it changed my life, dude.
Dude, are
I
you
thought
serious?
that I witnessed a murder.
Oh, my God.
And I'm talking about when The Undertaker throws Mankind off of
Dude.
the hell.
Yeah, off the Hell in the Cell.
Yeah, dude. Brutal. Twice, dude. This thing's 20 feet in the air, 25 feet. Who knows? 30 feet in the air, maybe?
Through the announce table.
He throws him off of this thing, dude, and he lands on this announcer's table and then smack on the ground. And this dude's a big dude. Very bottom heavy. He's a big guy, dude.
Drew, my heart. I have my gooey duck. Never mind. Let's keep going.
He climbs
right now.
He climbs his heavy-weighted body up that cage again.
Yes,
He
do.
said his fingers were numb, dude, because climbing up something like that, dude.
Yeah.
So he climbs up again.
It's chain link. It's made out
And
of
he gets
a chain
up
link
there.
fence.
And obviously, they talk about the things that were in the skit, so it's not an unknown thing. And what happened was a part of the chain up top, the fence, had come undone. No, dude. I'll show it to you.
Oh,
It's
dude.
brutal, dude.
I'm tracking with you, Drew.
Hang on.
I love
I
it.
can tell. Your gooey duck's showing.
Yeah. So, dude, he gets up there and they're doing their choreographed fights again. Well, at this point, dude, it gets to, it's supposed to be the finale, dude. And Undertaker goes to throw Mankind, just slam him on the fence,
top.
dude. And it breaks. And he makes that fall again, dude.
Yes.
Again. Not
Into
planned.
the ring.
Oh, dude, brutal. Just there was no way of thinking about how you're gonna fall, how you're gonna land. There's no landing it, dude. When you're that high, even landing on
you're
your
not-
feet hurts.
And you're not expecting
Dude.
it.
Brutal. I will show it to you. And then it doesn't even stop there, dude.
That's
They're all
right.
trying to take him away, and he gets off of the stretcher, dude, and he
Yep.
goes, "Bring out the tacks." So they bring out
Thumbtacks.
thumbtacks, dude, and they throw them all over the floor.
my.
And then Undertaker grabs Mankind and slams him on these tacks,
On
dude.
the thumbtacks. Yes.
Oh, dude. That is one of the most disgusting things that I've seen in a long
nuts.
time, dude. And they talk to, the physicians dealing with them afterwards and stuff, and they're like, it was disgusting how beat up this dude was and how many tacks they had to pull out of his body.
So you're saying it's not a skit anymore?
I'm saying the documentary about wrestling where they showed how many pills they were doing is very accurate, dude, because there's no way that you could fall off of that twice, not even once, dude, and get up and climb up there again, dude. And then you take that fall again and then request the tax. But it is obviously a huge pill problem because any normal person would have felt all of that.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm sure this is a pretty isolated incident. I haven't watched enough wrestling to know, how often things like this happen, but that's pretty brutal, dude.
Mankind being thrown off the Hell in the Cell by Undertaker is like one of the most like well-known iconic moments,
dude,
in wrestling. And it's crazy because if I remember right, like doesn't Mankind say that like even up to the moment he wasn't sure that he was going to take that fall onto the announce table. But
yeah, the first one, and then the second one, they definitely didn't know about.
Right.
He took two brutal falls, dude.
He just told him, do it. Like, just do it.
It wasn't even just a fall, dude. Undertaker, I don't understand how this dude feels good about going the rest of the match just beating the crap out of him, dude. Yeah. What a piece of doo-doo, man. Like, that is unbelievable, dude. Like, he's standing on top of that cage. Dude, he drops him off of that thing. He shatters the table. He's like trying to get up, and Undertaker's just sitting there like, yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And then he climbs up again and he's like, oh, okay, let's do this one more time.
Well, I guarantee you, he's got his hands in the air and he's going, yep, but inside of his mind, he's going, oh my God, I hope he's not dead.
Yeah, probably.
I hope Nick doesn't kill me later.
Yeah, for real. And then they get up there on the top and he busts him through the top of the cage again. And he's like, oh, Mick is going to kill me.
Oh, dude, how brutal, man. And then pulling all those thumbtacks out one by one, dude. I have respect for Mick Foley. I'm still not on the bandwagon for the rest of it. Oh. It was a brutal fall, dude.
But you started off saying my newfound respect for wrestling.
You should have said for Mick Foley.
That would have been the better thing to say.
Well, you know what? Let me just say,
for a wrestler,
if you only have respect for Mick Foley so far, you have a lot of other awesome things to check out that he's done because the guy's a legend, dude. He's amazing, and so that's rad to hear. Well, hey, tonight we want to jump into a topic, as we like to do here on You, Me, and He. Sometimes we just need to get confessional.
Yes.
We just need to let it out. And so tonight we are going to talk about our guilty pleasure TV dramas. Yes. Things, and here's the deal. We're not talking like Game of Thrones. That's a TV drama. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking the ones that you're going to watch at night with your door locked and your windows closed so nobody knows that you're watching this.
Yes, the ones that you would watch alone because you love it, but you don't want anyone to know that you watch it alone because you love
it.
That's
right.
Well,
that's exactly what we're talking about.
And also, when you went into this segment, you said sometimes we just got to get it out. But our last few episodes, bromance songs. It seems like all we do is get it out.
Yeah, dude, we just like to be confessional, bro. It's good for you.
We should stop gooey ducking.
Yeah, maybe. All right, our guilty pleasure TV dramas. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first because I think this one's pretty good, and I like the story behind it. When it first came out, I got sold. I got sold by ABC. They told me the show was going to be the new type of TV show because it was going to have all this music in it, and it just sounded interesting. It was about studio musicians and people trying to make it at the big time, but from a country music perspective. And so I was interested. So I started watching Nashville from the first episode, right? And through it, there was a little bit of ignorance at the beginning. So I was like, no, this show is everything they said it was. Like, there's music, and then you get to know some of the artists because they actually write music for this show. So, like, it's totally legit. This is like, I got so much respect for this. It's like,
this is amazing.
It's a music show. Like, this is awesome. I love it. And the story's good. There's character development. And I get 2 seasons into it, and I'm thinking, yeah, this is a good show, right? And then someone burst my bubble and says, you're watching a soap opera. And I was like, no, I'm not. This is Nashville. This is about country music. And I started watching and I was like, oh my God, I'm watching a soap opera.
You're like, no wonder I feel so bold and beautiful when I'm watching this.
Yeah. Making potpourri.
When you shatter that glass of ignorance and you realize what's on the other side and where you're standing, you feel very exposed. Is probably the best way to put it.
Sure. Sure.
But,
Vulnerable.
yeah, very vulnerable, and quasi ashamed. But I didn't want to give it up.
No,
Like, I
why
just
would
want-
you? The heart wants what the heart wants.
I've been watching this show from the beginning, and I didn't want to give it up. So
Like,
you know,
I'm
I
too
was like, I
invested now.
stopped telling people that I was watching Nashville, but I continued to watch Nashville. So you know, like I didn't want anybody to know, but it was right there on my DVR every week for me to follow up on.
Well, the
And
good
I
news
loved
is you
it.
could just watch it on your phone, but then people start wondering, why is he taking 45-minute dumps and all I'm hearing is country music coming out?
Yeah, exactly, dude. So yeah, I watched that show all the way up until ABC dropped it and went to CMT, and I don't really care for CMT, so
Dang it, CMT.
so I stopped watching. But yeah, that was one of my guilty pleasure TV shows, man, because it was just I really did like it at first, but then dude, season 2, someone had to go and burst my bubble.
What's wrong with CMT?
I just don't watch CMT, man. I just don't watch it. So, actually, I did catch an episode the other day because I was at my in-laws' house and I was flipping through channels, and Nashville was on, and I kind of wanted to know what's been going on since I stopped watching.
Sure, yeah.
I got to catch up with my stories.
So I watched it for about 20 minutes, and when I say 20 minutes, I mean 40.
There you go.
Episode and a half.
Yeah, episode and a half. I was really disappointed to see some of the characters that have left, obviously, because Connie Britton now is doing that other emergency show or whatever it is. I don't know. So she's not even on there. The show was built like on her character, so I don't know what the crap happened.
Yeah.
So you know, she's
Wait,
just
is
gone.
that
Do you
is
feel
that
like
Raina
you're-
James?
Yeah.
Wait, you don't know what happened to Raina?
No, she just wasn't in the show in that episode. Yeah.
You watch that show too?
Shut up, Drew. Dude. Dude,
Yeah, I'm
let
out
me
of
just,
the loop.
let me, Josh, I don't want to.
You're not gonna break my heart, dude. I stopped
gonna-
watching the show before it was over.
But that's the thing, dude. It might break your heart for me to tell you what happened.
It sounds like Raina died. Okay.
Dude, just look at me. Just look in my eyes right now. It's you and me, dude. It's okay,
right,
dude.
I'm focusing.
It's okay. Raina's gone. Raina's gone, but it's okay, dude.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Do you feel like you're gonna have to pick it up and start watching?
Yeah, maybe.
You could have missed the pain. You'd have had to miss the day. Yeah, she bit the bullet, dude.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Spoilers,
too bad.
everybody.
Yeah. Oh well. Anyway, that was my guilty pleasure. So
Right on.
Dude,
I've never seen it. I don't.
Don't.
It sounds really sad, actually.
It's a soap opera.
Here's the deal. I just want to say that Deacon Claiborne is the man. Anyways, okay, my choice.
He's awesome.
Here's the deal. Okay, I was going to go with one from my past because I was trying to rack my brain and think what TV drama, because I'm mostly a comedy guy now, but I'm like, what TV dramas did I enjoy?
Aren't they all from our past?
Whoa, easy now. Not all of them.
I guess we'll find out.
Only the future will tell us.
So I started thinking about it. I'm like, okay, I used to watch Alias, but I don't think that's a bad one. You know, Alias was pretty sweet back in the day.
That's okay.
It took a bad turn at the end.
Yeah.
It got a little wonky, but it was good. So I'm not ashamed of that. And then I put down the OC because I used to watch that when I was dating my wife. We watched the OC together, and like you said, Misha Barton, it's a miracle she had a career, all that good stuff. Still to this day, I don't remember anything about that show except the dad looking at the camera, holding a coffee cup and saying the word Yoga Lattes one time.
I never watched it, so I wouldn't have any clue about what you're talking about right now.
There's somebody out there who's going to resonate with Yoga Lattes.
Definitely.
Anyways.
Yeah.
But here's the deal. Then I started thinking, okay, wait a minute. If we're talking TV dramas, we could probably get into reality TV.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
So one of the shows that I like to watch sometimes. It's hard for me to admit
I'm
this.
16 and
but,
I'm pregnant.
well, not only that one. That can be good. That's a good one sometimes. My 600-pound life. I'm a fan of that one also. But I'm gonna go even deeper, and I'm gonna say The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Oh man. Yeah.
Dude.
That is drama. That's definitely drama.
Dude, here's the deal. They're living the luxury life, dude.
People don't
living a life of luxury.
Does it make you wish you had what they have? You know, a pretty red dress, so a diamond bracelet.
Here's what I'll say,
a man
dude.
that'll take care of you.
Dude, I'm just gonna start carrying around a small dog in a man purse.
I quit watching it because envy's a sin.
Dude, one of them is the ex-wife of Kelsey Grammer. That's Frasier. He played Beast in X-Men.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Dude, every once in a while, Kelsey Grammer will pop on there, and he's smiling the whole time, but he just hates her guts. It's bad news, dude. It's so bad. You've never seen such a broken man before. Who's just trying to smile the whole time.
I could ride with that one. I mean, I don't watch it, and I won't. But
dude, there's so many of them now. Real Housewives of Atlanta.
All right, Drew.
Yeah, Drew. It's your go.
Where do I start and where do I end?
Are you a drama lover?
Dude, it's not necessarily that I'm a drama lover. It's just my wife watches a lot of these shows.
It's just that you're a lover of dramas?
Well, she watches some of these shows, and then I watch the other part of them.
And most of the time you guys are together, so is it fair to say that you both watch all of them?
Well, I force her into some of them.
She's like, I'm going to bed, and you're like, I'll be up in a minute.
She's really big into like The Bachelor and Bachelorette and, Bachelor in Paradise, which... that one is worse than all of those because it's of the main...
There's no worse.
No, dude. Trust me. So you have like The Bachelor, and then you get like some famous people from that, right? And this has turned out to be... This is all these people do for a career, is they get married to each other, and then they show up at each other's weddings as like a cameo, and they get paid, like probably $100,000 to be... And they're all sitting there looking at their phones, like bored out of their mind.
Yeah.
I don't know these people. I just know that they're the last me,
Yeah, for real.
And so I kind of get into it, like I'll come home on Tuesdays when she's watching it on Hulu, and I'm like, well,
you'd be like, she started it without me?
Yeah. Who did he give a rose to?
Not fair.
Yeah, I didn't get to see the rose ceremony. What did you do?
Why would you do that?
Yeah, I just see this girl crying. She was my favorite. So that one,
I was really pulling for Claudia.
Yeah, dude.
Are those happy tears? Please tell me those are happy tears.
It's never happy tears, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Not with those shows. And then, there's The Given. She kind of got me into like Pretty Little Liars, right? And and when we were talking about having kids, I always wanted to name, well, I don't want to say it over the air because we might have a second kid. Makes it tough, but the name we wanted to name him turns out to be a pedophile teacher in Pretty Little Liars.
Well, everybody knows who that is now. You're like, thanks for ruining it for me. We'll just spell it a little different and you'll be fine.
Yeah, dude. I gotta admit, man, there's a few drama / realities that I don't mind watching sometimes.
Maybe we need to start a side podcast where we just watch and review The Bachelor, dude, or something like that. Let's just sit down together as bros and watch Pretty Little Liars.
I think you should call it You and He.
or
you
and she. You could be a part of it. Just be me, she, and she.
Well, hey, what are some of your guilty pleasure TV dramas? Throw it out there on social media. It'll make you feel better, trust me. You can hit us up on Twitter at youmehepodcast or on Instagram at youmehepodcast. And tonight, we want to get into a listener question from Mr. Joey Pancakes via Facebook. And he asks us this: what has been the best media representation of the Sasquatch? We're talking film, we're talking television, all the different ways that we've seen Bigfoot be represented. What's the best? Let's just break this down.
Okay, so Rob, you also, I'm going to find favor in your eyes also with this one.
Okay.
Because this one is brought to you by your man, John Lithgow.
Oh, dude, yes. Okay, Eric Quaylen, I love this.
Harry and the Hendersons.
Yeah, I knew it.
Is by far
I knew it.
The realest Sasquatch I've ever seen.
The most lovable, just...
Harry? Harry?
You killed it.
I have not seen that movie in
Don't.
so long.
Don't.
What do you mean don't?
Dude,
I watched it the other day.
Dude,
I watched it a
It was
couple
on
months.
Encore.
I watched it a couple months ago because they had it on Netflix, and I'm like, oh, let's take a trip down memory lane.
Heck yeah. No?
Dude, anytime you watch those movies that you loved as a kid, when you watch them as an adult, you're like Never Ending Story, right? You're like, oh, never, always boring story.
it's like I said, never meet your heroes.
Yeah, dude.
I highly disagree, and I know this is going off topic, dude, but like one movie that I saw the other day that I still love just as much as the day that I watched it when I was like 8 years old was Short Circuit.
Sure.
Dude, Short Circuit was legit.
Johnny
And I showed
Five.
it to Josiah. Josiah asks if he can watch the Wall-E movie, but he's talking about Short Circuit. Like, he wants to watch
rad.
Short
What
Circuit.
about batteries not
I was
included?
just gonna say, and then Amy and I were talking about that. Batteries not included, man.
Raising them right,
Yeah.
dude. Raising them
What
right.
a trip.
Exactly, on all the good stuff. So it's not always true. Harry and the Hendersons was awesome. It was legit. Yes, that was like the biggest teddy bear of a Sasquatch that could ever like walk the face of the planet. What I was really surprised to see, though, something I didn't catch on when I was 8 years old, was how environmental and PETA friendly that movie
Oh
was.
yeah,
Oh.
dude. It's
As
like the
an
first.
adult.
It's like the
Yeah.
first push.
Yeah, dude. Like it's just like all over the place. And
Soaked
like
with
back
agenda.
then, you don't even. Yeah, you don't even see it back then. But like once you grow up a little bit, you're like, this crap started like when I was young.
Oh, boo!
Yeah.
Turn it off.
This movie's terrible now.
I just know that I saw it on Netflix too, okay? And I thought about watching it, but I just know that if I do, I'm going to have to watch it alone because, dude, when it gets to the end, bro, and John Lithgow is just slapping him and is just like, get out of here,
Oh,
get out of here,
dude,
go.
yeah.
Dude, you're going to cry.
cry?
You have
Yeah,
to.
you cried.
Oh, yeah, dude, of
You
course.
cried. You cried in
Yeah.
Cliffhanger.
Nah,
Are you kidding me? John Lithgow was more of a villain at the end of Harry and the Hendersons than Cliffhanger.
I'm happy to hear you say that, dude, because that's
Did you
been.
cry in Shrek too? The first one?
Dude, actually, I
Didn't John
don't-
Lithgow die in that one? He was
Dude,
the
Farquaad?
king. Yeah.
He knew the Muffin Man. Whatever. All right. Here's the deal. I was Googling, trying to figure out what I wanted to go with, okay? Because
Okay.
I knew somebody was going to go with Harry and the Hendersons. It's a good one. It's great. But I was like, I got to find something else. And, dude, I stumbled upon what may be the greatest representation of Bigfoot ever. I need you, even the listeners right now, to Google the son of Sasquatch or the son of Bigfoot right now. Just go ahead and Google it.
Yeah,
Look it up right
okay.
now.
All right,
because
all right.
it will be the greatest. I want you to look at the images. It is the greatest representation of Bigfoot because he is essentially Bigfoot in jean shorts. He is John Cena Bigfoot in jorts.
This was a movie?
It came out last year,
Dude.
and it's about a boy who
Straight to
cannot fi-
VHS.
who's looking
In
for his
2017?
long lost father and finds out that his dad is the legendary Bigfoot and that he also has superpowers. But there is also an evil corporation called Hairco.
Oh my gosh. I never even heard of this, and there's definitely a reason for it.
I'm gonna watch it.
Dude. I mean, Harry from Harry and the Hendersons. I mean, yeah, he was a lovable Bigfoot, but this is a Bigfoot who is he's gonna be your dad, okay? He's gonna dress stylish and he's gonna body slam the bad guys. You can't see
Yeah,
him, dude.
I
He
left
is John
Son.
He
Cena.
looks like an underrated Hulk with too much hair. That's so bad. All right, I went a different direction with this. I chose to take my inspiration from commercials, and so as I was looking back, there were a series of commercials that I just fell in love with. I thought this was the best representation of Sasquatch. This was
for
from
sure.
Jack Link's Jerky.
Yeah.
And it was messing with Sasquatch.
Dude. Yes.
He was always so mad.
Dude, I loved it, and it got even better when Sasquatch, like through these series of commercials, like finally started getting a little smarter and was like getting everybody back. Like, I mean, it was just like, dude, it was so awesome, man. Sasquatch looked, I mean, the way they portrayed Sasquatch, he couldn't really speak, or he couldn't speak at all, actually.
Yeah.
So he seemed like, you know, a dim-witted human almost that was just gullible. He could take anything. Like, he was trying to be the big, mean, bad, you know, like Sasquatch, but then he would see like someone trying to give him jerky, and he'd turn into like this little puppy dog or something, like trying to go after the jerky, you know. And then they would like mess with Sasquatch, and dude, like I thought that was the greatest thing, because like it took this mystery of what we think Sasquatch is and kind of humanized him to a degree that like gave him like these emotions that he doesn't quite have control of. So
Dude, everybody loves beef jerky.
yeah, he was like Sasquatch Lenny, you know, from Of Mice and Men. He was like Lenny Sasquatch, you know, or something like. So I thought that was like the greatest portrayal. I don't think it gets any better. I would love to see Lenny Sasquatch replace Harry in Harry and the Hendersons.
Oh my God.
And see how that
updated
goes.
version.
Yeah, I think that would be fantastic. So yeah, that was my Sasquatch pick. Messing with Sasquatch.
Nice, dude.
So, yeah.
Dude, everybody loves beef jerky, man. Even the Sasquatch. Dude,
Wait,
everybody
that's what
loves.
you got from that was the beef jerky, huh?
Everybody loves jorts, dude. Even Sasquatch. So, I guess the moral of the story is the most amazing movie would be a jean shorts wearing Sasquatch eating beef jerky while being yelled at by John Lithgow. I love it.
Perfect. Love it. I'd go see it.
Yeah, dude, that's
For sure.
awesome.
Let me ask you a question. Let's replace Sylvester Stallone with Sasquatch in Cliffhanger. Does it make the film better?
Yes.
Thank you. Will you finally watch it, Drew?
I would consider it. Sure. Yeah. We could talk about it. What if they did like a Sharknado, but it was all Sasquatches?
Squatchnado.
Squatchnado. Oh, dude, that's probably.
That's next on Sci-Fi, actually.
Oh my gosh.
Coming to a Sci-Fi channel near you in 2019.
Dude, a tornado made out of John Lithgow's Lithnado, bro. That's like. Anyways, maybe you have a Sasquatch that you love. That sounds weird. Let us know on social media. Hit us up on Twitter at youmehepodcast.
You sounded like Delilah when you're saying it.
Okay, hang on. Let me retake that.
No, you shouldn't, dude. No,
I'm
you
done.
shouldn't.
Here we
That
go.
was awesome.
Maybe there's a Sasquatch that you love out there. If so, hit us up on social media at youmehepodcast on Twitter or on Instagram at youmehepodcast. And don't be afraid to tell that Sasquatch in your life how much you love them every day. Now, this one's for you, listeners. We've all become a little wiser and older. Let's take it to Socrates. What advice would you give to a younger you?
Dude, I would go back to a younger me and go, hey, man, don't change that wrestling so quick.
What?
There's going to come a moment in your life when you're going to see this scene that's going to be so brutal
Yes.
that you're going to go, you know what? Maybe we'll give it a chance.
Dude. That's music to my ears.
I would go back and sit down with a young Robert Lambert Jr.
Yes, you would. You would hang out with me.
I would have until now.
Dang it.
Dude, I would.
Changed my mind.
I would go sit down with a young Robert Lambert and I would go, you know what, man? Let's watch this.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Dude, solid.
Yeah.
You're the
Gosh.
I love it.
I think I would slip back into time a little bit and tell a younger self, like, you know, quell that ambition for music. Because, first of all, A, you've never been in a country band. 2, you've never been a professional. And 3, anything with Hayden Panettiere can't be that great. So just don't watch Nashville because it will embarrass you one day. Just stay away. Find something else music related. Go put on Rockstar. Go put on Rockstar, Josh. No, go put on Rockstar. I'm about to beat you like Harry from Harry and the Hendersons. Go put on Rockstar. Yeah, that's probably.
But then
my
your
advice.
guilty pleasure for TV shows would have to be like Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Dude, don't diss Buffy, bro.
Yeah. That Buffy is everybody's guilty pleasure.
Is she with Angel? Is she not? What's happening here?
What's
What's
going
the
on?
deal with
My
that?
Are
mind
they
is
in love? Is she
going
going to
crazy.
stake him?
I would travel back to the night when Josh is sitting on the couch and he's watching Nashville. and I would hide behind the couch. And just in that moment when he realizes that he's about to lose Raina James, a box of tissue would just appear from behind him and just hold it out to him. It's going to be okay, Josh.
I don't even notice. There's somebody there handing me tissues and just see the tissue, dry the eyes.
So how does she die?
Dude, it's been a while, but spoilers. I'm pretty
It's
sure
not a big deal.
I'm pretty sure it was a car accident, if I remember right.
Another one?
Come on,
Was
dude.
Deacon driving again?
Dude, maybe I'm speaking out of turn maybe I'm speaking out of school here, but I just remember I remember something happened with a car accident, I think.
If he was driving again, dude, people need to stop getting in the car with him.
I think that would probably be about right because it seems like anytime an actor has had enough of playing a role, they always die in a car accident. You know, like Mick Dreamy from dang it,
Grey's Anatomy?
Thank you.
You guys are both killing me right now.
Yeah.
Dude, all
I never watched the show. I know a lot of people who do watch the show. If that was my guilty pleasure, I would have said that was my guilty pleasure. Okay,
Dude,
but my guilty pleasure is Nashville, or it used to be before it got kicked off ABC.
Well, some things I just want to keep to myself.
Dude, all I remember from Grey's Anatomy is when that guy had like that grenade in his stomach. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Oh, and they had to hold it.
I remember hearing about
They
that
had to hold
episode.
it.
Yeah.
And then it just blew up. And
I saw that. Yeah,
blew
something
up.
really crazy happened. Yeah.
That's all I remember from that show. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Anyways. All right. Well, thanks for listening, everybody. Hey, we want to say thanks to everybody for listening and supporting the show. Make sure that wherever you get your podcast, you're going and leaving us those reviews. It really helps out the show. And until next time, I am your host, Rob Lambert.
This is Josh Frankenstein.
Drew Carroll.
Have a good night.
All you hear is pump.